Welcome back to Entertainment Weekly's coverage of New York Comic Con 2016. I am joined by the cast of Outcast in our studio right now. And guys, since we're on radio also, I'm going to have you go around the room so our audience get your voices as well. So let's start with you, Patrick.
My name is Patrick Fugit. I play Kyle Barnes in the television show Outcast.
My name is Brent Spiner. I play Kyle Barnes, and this is To Tell the Truth is what we're doing here.
Wait, that would be the ultimate season 2 spin.
Wouldn't it?
You really are Kyle.
Wow.
Wow, mind blown.
I don't really play Kyle. Nice guy.
I'm Reg E, Cathey, and I'm Kyle Barnes. No, I play Chief Giles.
Hi, I'm Wrenn Schmidt, and I play Megan Holter.
Oh, you didn't
Holter.
do the Kyle Barnes joke.
Well,
She's counterculture.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta.
We could do a pickup. You want to look right there and just be like, I'm Kyle
Hi,
Barnes?
I'm Wrenn Schmidt, and
Perfect.
I'm playing Kyle Barnes.
So guys, before we get into the show, which I have a lot of questions about, I got to get into New York Comic Con, and you guys are coming in, and obviously, Brent, you had Comic Con cred. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this little-known show. It's called Star Trek, which you were on for many seasons. I don't know. Does he just walk around set and go, guys, I was on Star Trek. Watch out. I'm coming through right now.
No, he doesn't. I do, because I was also on Star Trek.
That's right.
Were
Reg
you
was on
on Star
that's
Trek?
right.
I believe you
I'm a
played
Klingon.
Morag. There you go. There you are. Reggie, Reg's right there. Yeah. Do you remember your
Commander
character's name? Morag. That's right.
Oh my God.
My friends tease me because it sounds a little too much like moron. So you're like the moron guy on Star Trek.
Morag.
Yes, Morag.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah, he was a fabulous guy.
You guys had an interaction. Do you remember your lines? You could run through them right now if you want to go through.
Well,
Go ahead, guys.
Go for it.
Commander Morag.
Kapla!
That's what he said last
That's
time.
it. Well done, guys. Well
I'm
done.
tired of that. Well, kapla to you, too.
So, Reg, I'm going to start with you because you already led into it as we get into your guys' experiences at Comic-Con. But have you ever had someone stop you at one of these and go, Season 6, Episode 13, you're Morag?
No, I have never had that.
I'm the first.
Yes, you are the first. Yes. I have had people stop me at Comic-Con and go, Dirty D, dude, you're Dirty D.
And Brent, for you being at these kinds of conventions, obviously you are one of the stars of Outcast, but Star Trek, you're never going to live down the infamy of playing Data on that. Do you find like everyone is, can you even walk this floor without being harassed by the fans here?
I don't know.
Excluding my harassment.
Well, we'll have to see, won't we? I haven't walked the halls yet, but or the floors.
Patrick and Wrenn, for you two joining with this cast and coming to Comic-Con, you guys have some solid Kirkman cred going. Being on a Robert Kirkman show, we all know, I don't know if you know about this other project he works on besides Outcast. It's The Walking Dead, I believe it's called. And there's some fans out there of that, but working on a Robert Kirkman show instantly gives you the cred around these kinds of conventions. What's your experience like? We'll start with you, Patrick. What's your experience like here at these kinds of conventions?
You know, we're off to a good start, but I feel like I still have some I can still float under the radar. So like I'll walk the floor and a couple people will be like, hey, Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys, right? Speed Racer, right? And I'm like, no, that's not it.
No, that's
and they're like, oh yeah, that 70s show. And I'm like, yeah, there we go. I can still float under the radar. I think what reaction I experience out on the floor is very positive. People are stoked, you know. This is the kind of place where people get together to get stoked on stuff, which is awesome.
And how about you? What's your experience been like?
I don't know if I have any credibility. No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I would echo Patrick. I feel like I actually kind of like the fact that people don't tend to recognize me. Like I was talking to a guy last night who he inks The Walking Dead, and he's seen a bunch of things that I've done, but he had no idea who I was. But I take that as a compliment, actually. But I find it really fun to be able to actually be here and experience what I think a lot of other people are experiencing as far as the energy without kind of being mobbed. You know, it's, you know, and I think it's awesome that fans are so excited, but it's nice to kind of be watching it and seeing it unfold without necessarily being, you know, kind of so, I guess, sequestered off that you can't actually engage with that. Does that make sense?
I'm not really comfortable unless I'm mobbed.
That's your safe space, yeah.
I guess you guys should be enjoying it while it lasts, though, because Outcast season 1 is done and in the books, and when you get a full season under your belt, especially on a show like this, you're going to start, I think you're going to see a different process, especially with season 1 being done and walking around this convention. So I wish you all good luck. Enjoy the last time. You won't be mobbed at these. You're going to see me in San Diego this year and go, you were right. Everyone's annoying. They won't leave us alone. So let's get into Outcast. Season 1 is a wrap. Season 2 is coming to Cinemax. For everyone who hasn't watched season 1, I recommend it. This coming Halloween, October 31st, you're going to be able to download it on iTunes and see all of season 1, and of course, anytime on the Cinemax app. But I want to get into the idea of binging the show, because watching this show, I guess the only word I can use is suspense for it. And do you think that this show, like, I'll watch an episode, or I watched an episode, and then I needed a few hours break. It wasn't like I needed a jump, or like I needed to breathe. And how suspenseful this show is to us, the viewers. Are you guys feeling that actually on set? Because when you read recaps and stories, that's the word everyone is using, suspense, for this one. Are you guys feeling that, like the exorcism scenes and all the stuff that's shooting, are you guys feeling that? I'll start with you, Patrick. Are you feeling that on set?
Yeah, I mean, the subject matter's dark, and season 1 has a good slow burn, and then we develop some character in mid-season, and then at the end we have some pretty big things happen.
Yep.
And in season 2, there's a lot of things that get set up in season 1 that we have to start like following up with in season 2. So season 2 has a much higher pace, I think, and that pace in itself can be a bit exhausting. It'd be nice for us to take a break between each episode, but that's not what we do. But yeah, I kind of agree. I think that there are a few episodes in season 1 that I have to watch back to back, but a lot of times it's like some of it's a little heavy, some of it's a little freaky.
Yeah.
And takes a little space.
And how about you, Brent? With the suspense of the show, and building off what Patrick said, season 1 was a slow burn.
Yeah.
And I felt rewarded at the end of season 1, especially with the reveal about your daughter on the show. But for you, with the suspense and the slow burn, where are we going to find you in season 2? Are we going to feel this suspense and this burn pay off in the beginning of season 2?
I think you are. I hope you are.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it paying off. I think we're moving a lot faster now, and that's feeling good. It's exciting. It's exciting to do the work right now because the story is pushing forward so quickly, and yeah, that's good.
And Reg, I only have a couple more questions, and I wanted to get this one in. With the comic books that this is adapted off of, your character wasn't as developed as the other characters. So now, is it harder on you to develop this character without so much source material? Is that more fun?
No,
is Patrick mocking you because he's like, oh, I had so much to go off of. This was so easy to figure out what I'm supposed to do.
No, it's liberating in a way, because now the writers, whatever the writers, the backstory that the writers have come up with is really great. And so, no, it was fun. It was fine. And I like the slow burn.
I do too.
The season 2 is not. And it's always at night. We're a night show.
Yeah.
But you can always go back and watch season 1 again if you want to.
But I would like a couple of episodes, at least one episode, where he just drinks coffee.
Yeah, where we have a barbecue. Okay, everybody.
Where we have a barbecue, we drink coffee, and we go, huh.
If I chose 4 cast members from Walking Dead against these 4 cast members from Outcast, who wins in a series of physical strength competitions?
Okay, they've had 7 years,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
They've had 7 years. They still muzzle each other when they shoot through zombies. They still take a blade and grab a zombie that bites with their bare hand before they put the blade in their head. They've got some learning to do before they can come up against these guys.
We don't play.
Yeah.
We shoot, mother.
Well, Robert Kirkman, thank you very much. Outcast Season 2 is coming to Cinemax. If you aren't watching Outcast, you need to start. Check it out on iTunes, available on October 31st. And keep it here for more New York Comic Con coverage on Entertainment Weekly. Thanks, guys.